Okay, so it seems like Dokibird is getting even more hate. I mean, this just is non-stop. I've talked about Dokibird multiple times on this channel due to the amount of harassment and stuff that she's been getting over many different situations, and it seems like it's just getting even worse. And this time, it's something to do with something pretty unconventional, and it's also something that other VTubers, including like Lime and people like that, have also been subject to. Now, essentially, this is a post I saw saying Dokibird comment sections make a lot roasting debate. Obviously, this title's pretty bad on gacha games because she talks about Umamusame has no gameplay and because she got hate for it. So essentially, she got a lot of hate for essentially saying that Umamusame, the new game, if you guys don't know, there's a new game called Umamusame. It's a horse racing girl game, whatever you want to call it, and it's a gacha game, let's be real. And it's, yeah, very, very popular at the moment. There's tons of streamers playing it, and yeah, I think Dokibird had a couple of comments about it, which the community did not like at all for some reason. And obviously, yeah, it's got 118 likes on this, dislikes, sorry, on this clip. But let's just play the clip and just, show you guys what it's about. Let me just speed it up a slight bit, because it is pretty slow. Okay.
Yeah, so speaking of gacha game, my fucking Twitter feed is all about the goddamn horse game. Like, I knew that game is...
By the way, true. I mean, this has been absolutely all over my feed as well. Umamusame has absolutely taken over, like, all of my social media.
Really popular, was already really, really popular in Japan, but, like, it recently hit, like, the servers, English servers recently went live in NA, and everybody is fucking playing it and talking about it. And, like, I was curious, because I was like, okay, but it was like, there's no gameplay. Like,
So I think, you guys can see what one of the kind of comments was that annoyed a lot of people. And obviously, I think it is totally nonsensical to be getting so kind of, I don't know, annoyed about this. So, like, emotional about, a gacha game. Let's be real. If Dokibird wants to go ahead and say there's no gameplay in Umamusame, even if it's true or not, I think that they're totally allowed to do that. And I think getting attacked over this kind of stuff is so stupid.
I'm sorry, but I like one of my friends was trying to to convince me. I was trying to. There is your blind. But they tried to convince me, and I was literally just wait, wait, are we just watching?
Which, to be honest, I don't think, Dokibird is even entirely wrong there. I feel like a lot of what Umamusame is watching a horse racing game. Now, obviously, you guys might find that extremely fun, and I think that's totally okay, I love Umamusame, it's great, and it's a really fun time. But let's be real, there is not as much gameplay as maybe some other games. Although no would be a little bit of a statement.
Don't understand! Oh, I understand that they're making a lot of money. I understand the gacha purposes of the game, but I was like, wait. Oh, I understand what gameplay you guys are talking about, but it has lore, Toki. You gotta read it. It's not just about the game, Toki. It's about raising your horse so she can be the idol that she was meant to be. Is that it, guys? Is that it? Doki, think of it this way. Umamusame Pretty Derby is a roguelike horse training simulator with cute girls. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. But where's the gameplay? And then, but like, I was watching like the horse racing part, and I thought it was like, it's just legal horse. It's legal horse racing.
Which again, she's not wrong. It is literally just legal horse racing. Let's be real.
So like, you can play it no matter what age, and it's all legal. It still has the the debt ramifications of horse betting. You could potentially go broke, just like horse betting, but instead of going to the derby and watching it on TV, you watch it on your monitor, on your PC or your phone. Yeah, no Yakuza to worry about.
Yeah, so essentially that is, the entire clip mostly. Obviously her saying that she doesn't understand and like there is like no gameplay to the game or whatever. At least that's what Dokibird is saying. And obviously, yeah, this got into a little bit of trouble with some of the Umamusame community who for some reason got so emotional about her saying there's no gameplay in the game when, she's kind of technically right, let's be real here. But again, they say she needs to play to see the vision. Only others talking will not make it. That she is used to intense FPS gameplay. she needs to understand the amount of dopamine hitting the players when an Umamusame ran at the last 400 meters, popping their ult and speed past the last enemy and crossing the line in a neck distance ahead of the next girl, which again is crazy. And obviously, yeah, some of them are kind of joking, and I feel like, you know, a lot of this video was very in a jokey manner. This wasn't like a serious, like, I hate Umamusame, you know, I'm gonna call out everybody in the place. No, you know, this is a very jokey manner. It didn't even seem like very opposed to actually playing it. She was just saying that she didn't really understand it, and that, you know, she didn't really like the fact that, you know, there was no gameplay in it. And obviously people saying give her time. Obviously this person said watching VTubers don't have gameplay, but people do it, which obviously, yeah, some people are taking it too hard, which I think is extremely stupid. I mean, you know, watching it is not the same as playing it. The magic comes when you realize your Uma's hopes and dreams are on your shoulders. This person says common Doki L, sadly, which this is 119 likes, by the way. Again, common Doki L is pretty crazy to say. People say common chatter L, common gambling addict L, which, yeah, there's been a lot of different like hate comments in there, which I think is just yeah, so dumb. People, yeah, again, there's a lot of comments whenever it comes to this. There's people saying not wrong here. Sorry, Doki, management sims are older than you are, bro. It's a management game. So again, people are kind of you know, unhappy with that. But at the end of the day, it's just an opinion on a game. If, you know, Dokibird thinks there's no gameplay in Umamusame, then she's free to think that. And obviously people saying, said she's not alone in that misconception. Fellow Sloppy Sister Squad member Limu streamed the other day, suggesting that she might not be playing it for a long time due to the drawn-out text-heavy story content. 6 hours later, she was still playing it on stream, so something about it kept her engaged. So yeah, obviously, Limu got locked into that and said she's not alone in that misconception. And I'm more upset with that. It's just, can you imagine going to your Oshi and say, played more Minecraft, played more of that? Why are you playing gacha games when you can get addicted to gambling? Is it hololive members? Most of them have streamed Umamusame, and 2, they have a fan gacha game which Dokibird had played, which is Hololive. People saying, yeah, I mean, coming off the games she usually plays, I can see where she's coming from. Personally, it's my jam, but I understand what the meaning of that she was trying to get across, which, yeah, I think is totally true. I think there's a lot of people that like that kind of game and a lot of people that don't. You know, me personally, as I said, I do have really enjoyed Umamusame, but would I play it like extremely long term? Probably not. I think the gameplay loop would get a little bit boring for me. But, you know, for some people, I totally understand why they would enjoy it. And I think sending hate over to Dokibird's way is just stupid. They say it's easy to see why she would think that, considering the type of gamer she is. So people aren't even giving her comments the benefit of the doubt. I agree with Doki. For an FPS arena gamer, Umamusame is literally 20% click and continue, 10% choosing a turn action, and 70% watching cutscenes and races. For gamers like us who are actively engaged by moving, shooting, communicating, for like 90% of our game uptime, that's not in queue. This is a fundamentally different style of game that scratches a completely different itch. It's a wide, it's as wide of a gap as the difference between real-time and turn-based battle. It's her opinion, and in my opinion, a valid one. I don't mind watching people play it. It's a great yapping background game, but the game is just clicking through menus. A solid, excellent clicking through menus game, which, yeah, I think it definitely is true. And obviously people are saying like it's a management sim, so that's not cool. Why they like that? Just explain why the game's good. Which, yeah, I think that's totally fine too. I feel like, you know, you could leave a very positive or like not even positive, but like just a comment like refuting it, but in like a more positive way. But people just chose not to do that for some reason. So what even is this title? So as an Umamusame enjoyer, that's the dumbest debate ever. Let people have different opinions. Who cares? The Doki not finding enjoyment in mobile gacha games. And this is coming from someone who plays Umamusame as well, who is also saying that kind of stuff, which I think is pretty crazy. It said, am I going crazy, or the comments not even that bad? I see some people disagreeing, which, yeah, I do think, you know, the comments aren't as bad as, you know, the Reddit kind of thread is saying, but obviously, you know, a lot of them are hidden too, which I think, you know, I think the more extreme ones are hidden whenever it comes to this kind of stuff. And there was still some, you know, ones like common Doki L over stuff like this. You can see how emotional people are getting, you know, even if the comment is pretty tame, you know, they're not exactly out there telling to how to, like, you know, do things, which again, obviously is the common comment you get with that kind of stuff. it's more so they were being, it's just a more like polite kind of way, but at the same time, you know, you could tell they were completely seething, you know. So they said, yeah, like, yeah, I like Umamusame a lot, but I ain't gonna beef with the bird over that opinion, which, yeah, definitely is true. And yeah, I think people saying, honestly, this is nothing bad from both sides. Doki can, of course, have the opinion she wants. Then look at the comments, expecting some kind of scathing roasting, but most of them are basically just saying, give the game a try, forming an opinion, which, again, I don't know if they looked through the comments enough, because obviously there was the common Doki L stuff, and also you can see the amount of dislikes too on the video. Again, I think those are, you know, pretty big indicators as to the amount of hate that she got on this kind of stuff. Now, obviously, if she's being like fully attacked and, you know, is this the end of her career? No, of course not. But I think it is kind of funny to see, you know, Umamusame fans crashing out over Dokibird saying this kind of stuff and trying to make a couple of those comments towards her. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, good game subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, that's about all I got. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys think that Umamusame has no gameplay. Let's start that debate going on down in the comments. I think that'd be quite funny. And yeah, that's about all I got. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, see ya.